Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. In this episode, I want to show you a little bit of magic trick, and I'm gonna show you the secret. So basically, here we have a GIF or a box, and if I scrub the box, if I scrub the timeline, you can see the box is opening and it's actually empty. But if I close it again and then reopen it, we actually see Suzanne. So how is this possible? And then if I close it again and then reopen, it's actually empty. And if I close it again, and if I open it, now there is a snail inside the box. So how is this possible? Because normally with a 3D view, right, it's normally being triggered by the timeline. So whenever you scrub the time, the animations will happen, whether you have like object animations or bone animations or particles, all being controlled by time. But what I'm showing you here is actually that we can control this, and we can also control this without the timeline being scrubbed. So this is possible because I'm using the MIDI add-on, or it's called M.O.M. So I show you this many times. So MIDI and MIDI-OSC and more. It's called M.O.M. And I actually have my iPad over here controlling and triggering the visibility of Suzanne and the snail. So here we can see the setup is very simple. For Suzanne, I'm controlling the scale, while Suzanne's scale itself, you can see over here, it's either 0 or 1. It's being controlled by the MIDI. So this is one of the simple example. The snail is the same, except that it's actually watching for MIDI key number 26, while the Suzanne is controlled by MIDI key number 24. So if I'm using expression here, if the incoming input is 24, equal 24, it's gonna appear. It's gonna give a value of 1. Otherwise, it's gonna give 0. And same thing with the snail. So if I were to set this up again, hopefully this works. I'm gonna import another DA collada. I'm gonna be using the face. Do I have the face now? Okay, there's a face over here. Okay, and I'm gonna try to zero it out. Okay, anyway, this face. Oh, this face is actually underneath the hierarchy. I'm gonna delete the hierarchy and just keep the face. Let me do that first. Select this guy, F3, clear, parent, and keep transformations. Delete the nodes, reset the face, rotate the face 90 degrees. Gonna put it inside the box. So this should be fun things to set up. It's gonna give a nice little surprise. If you turn this into USDZ for AR. So this material, I'm just gonna create a new one. So we have this golden face. I'm gonna hide the snail for now. So this face, it's called nodes number 16. I'm just gonna replace it with face. I'm gonna create a new route for my MIDI. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna grab my face. For the data path that we want to control, I'm just gonna be using scale. It's only controlling one of the scale value, which is scale X. This is scale Y, this is scale Z. We're gonna be using MIDI instead of OSC. and we're gonna be watching key on number. You have a lot of control. You have key off, note on, note off, but for now just key on, and we're gonna be receiving, gonna be using expressions. So if the input equal 20, let's say 28, this phrase should appear or disappear. Okay, so I just use MIDI and then the phrase changes, but it's only controlling one value, scale X. I'm gonna copy this as a new driver and paste it here and paste it here. Now I can control the phase simply by using MIDI. Okay, okay, this guy supposedly, the size, okay, I need to make sure the size is correct. Control A, assign, just apply the scale, and then what else? Okay, yeah, everything else is good. Now I can close the box, and now the face disappear. I have to hide everything. Like if you're doing like some kind of magic show, make sure everything is hidden. Oh, timeline is disappear. Okay. And now you're gonna show to the audience the box is empty, and you close the box, and now the box have a face. Close it again, you have snail. Close it again, you have Suzanne. So if you didn't close the box, you don't have any kind of surprise. It's gonna appear and disappear like that. But I'm using MIDI, so this is pretty cool idea. I really like this. If you're in like a game developer environment, this is not new, but in Blender, this is actually kind of nice to be able to control that on the fly. This is like a real-time control, and it's common if you have if you're using Unity or Unreal game controller and you control using the game controller. In this case, we are using MIDI. I don't know if the add-on allows you to control using joystick yet. Maybe it will. But for now, this is, yeah, it's a very cool thing that you can do. Highly recommend it. Give it a try. It's really actually quite fun to do. Oops. Quick, simple trick. Oh, actually, close it. So that's one more example. It's actually more real time if I'm in this mode. If I switch to EV, it's gonna be a lot slower because I don't have proper GPU on this Mac. But on this mode, it's actually real time. Okay, so there you go. That's the secret for this trick. Hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.